Well, good morning and welcome to worship this morning. Glad to see you all here today. At First Evangelical Free Church, our mission is knowing God and making Him known. And our passion is we are becoming disciples, living as a family of disciples, serving as disciples in our community, and sending disciples into the world. So we have a number of announcements today. So please bear with me as we move into fall, closer to fall. It feels nice and cool out there today. Kind of feels like fall. There are a number of things at church that we need to talk about. But first, today, this evening, pay attention to this. If you looked at last week's bulletin, especially, our church picnic is at Upper Tut Hill Park tonight at 6 o'clock. It was incorrect in the bulletin last week, so just make a note of that. It's at Upper Tut Hill Park at 6 o'clock tonight. And bring your own food, bring your own plates, bring your own utensils for that. And today is the membership class at 12:15 here in the fellowship hall till 3:15. We have a number of people signed up, but it's not too late if you can catch one of the pastors after the service. If you'd like to explore membership in our church. There is no Wednesday night Bible study this week. So for adults that normally attend that won't happen this week. And then I mentioned there are a number of things as we kick off for fall. We have several things to register for that the deadline is either today or by September 1st, which, believe it or not, is just a couple of days away. So it's best to just sign up for these things today. It will remove any doubt from your mind, but Sunday school will begin on September 13th. So that's just a couple of weeks away, and at that time we will be making a change to our service time. So second service will begin at 10:30 rather than 10:45, and Sunday school will be at 10:30. So it will run, the second service and Sunday school will run at the same time. That begins on September 13th, but registration for Children's Sunday School is on September 1st. The deadline is September 1st. We really need to understand how many people will be attending, how many kids we need, and how many teachers and volunteers we need. We need to really iron that out in the next few days here, so please pay attention to that. Register by September 1st. The same is true for the adult Sunday school, which will be church elders. It's a continuation. It's in the series of the 9 marks. And we'll offer it in 3 cases, but we are ordering books for everyone who wants to attend that. And so please sign up for that by September 1st also. There's a sign-up sheet in the foyer right back by the area that says Being Known. There's sign up for adult Sunday school. You can also click on the link that's in the bulletin or call the church office for that. Adult Sunday School, Church Elders is, I mentioned, probably one of my favorite books in the 9 mark series. So we look forward to that this fall. College and Career Sunday School class will also start at the same time, September 13th. Women's Ministry, the deadline for signing up for that is today. There is a sign-up sheet right by right in the same area where the adult Sunday school class sign-up is, by the Being Known sign right outside in the foyer. You can also sign up a couple of other ways, by the link that's in the bulletin or by emailing Mary Lynn for that. The Women's Ministry Bible Studies, again, they're offered a couple of different times in the fall. And the other one that we have to have a registration deadline for is Awana. Awana will look significantly different this year than in the past years. And so we really need to know who is going to attend. Deadline for that is September 1st. For registering your kids for Awana, we have to make contact with a number of people outside our church as well. So it's really important for us to know how many of our own children will be attending Awana. So please, by September 1st, please register today if you can. It's easy to do. You can do that through the link that's in the bulletin. You can call the church office if you'd like. Craig and Chris Herman, if you know them, you can talk to them. but please do that. And then we're still in need of volunteers, and the training for that is this Wednesday in the fellowship hall for Awana. So those urgent needs, please pay attention to the sign-ups for those. You probably got an email, many of you got an email anyway, explaining that we will not be continuing to have pictures taken for the church directory. The company that does that specializes in church directories, and they have had so many cancellations this year due to COVID-19 that they can't continue to operate, at least for this year. And so we found out on Thursday that they're canceling even our session that we had scheduled in September. And so I sent an email out for that. So if you had your pictures taken, just pay attention to that email, please. And speaking of the COVID-19 with Life Touch photos, if you've been paying attention at all, the number of cases in South Dakota is going up rapidly right now. It's about double what our peak was back in May as far as a rolling average of new cases. And so they're going up. It's not a reason for alarm. It's not a reason for fear. It is a reason for trust and for faith. And so we are pushing ahead with our fall programs. As I mentioned, we have Sunday school, other things as well, but it is important for us to be prudent because with more cases, it just makes it more likely that somebody that we are trying to protect and the vulnerable population gets exposed to that. And so we want to, as a church, be vigilant about that. Yes, we trust God for this, but He also wants us to use our minds and to take precautions and be prudent about these things. And the focus is on protecting people who need to be protected, the high-risk population. And we have a lot of people like that in our church. We have people like that here today. And so we want to pay attention to those things that have always been in here. Stay home when you're sick. Wash your hands often and keep 6 feet distancing between families if you can. And there's always the option of wearing a mask if you can't keep that 6-foot distancing. Remember that the mask is not for you. It's for other people, and including the people who are at risk for COVID-19. And so with that said, let us continue in